Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
The one and only, the original. I was born by the river. I was shaking that ass, bending over, popping pistol. I was making that cash. Bring that ass here, boy. Turn up. Fuck you, mean.
What's up, you guys? Once again, it's on. It's the Illustrate ladies in the building here with Illustrate Radio on WEMS Radio. I got my co-host in the building, Lucky. I'm T Gray because I forgot to say.
I was about to say, you're gonna say who you are first? Yeah.
Y'all know what it
Yeah,
is.
we know. It's the love doctor.
What's up, Lucky?
How you doing, baby? I missed you.
I'm good. DJ Stilettos in the building. What's up?
Trying to get myself together. Hey,
ponytail. Come on, up with my head back and forth.
Push through. Yes, push through on a
I'm
pump.
gonna give y'all this slow motion whip.
I
You
know
didn't even give us a real one. She just said
the drawstring, it can fall off. Take time.
at any time.
Yeah, but
At
take
any
time.
time.
Take time with it.
Yes. Well, welcome to another fantastic Wednesday night with the ladies. We have a great show in line for you all. Of course, the second half, we have a guest coming through. Gina Fletcher. Is going to be a lot of fun, a lot of girl talk going on, talk about her music, her career. DJ Stiletto's mix is going to be coming up in the second half. First things first, though, you guys, you already know we got to take care of church business around here. So this is church business. Okay. Okay, what I need in the background is a steeple, choir. So it's church business right now. Make sure that you all are following us at Illustrate_radio. Make sure that you are subscribed, liking, sharing from our YouTube page. Make sure that every Wednesday at 8, you tap into your Roku. Download your 7 On Demand app. You can find us there as well. All streaming platforms. Now we're gonna hop into. Looks like he's ready for luck. He's just my luck.
Okay, he put me on the spot. Yes, dun, 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 dun. No.
Oh, we doing that again.
I'm getting used to this music. I'm loving it. Okay, so today's Just My Luck is just my luck and respect my space. Okay, respect my space means also to respect my peace. I have been doing a lot of inner work, so I feel like if we start from the inner outer, it's going to make things beautiful. And one thing that I notice that sometimes I like to withdraw. I don't really have a particular reason, but I just like to have my peace sometimes. And I like when my peace is respected, especially by my loved ones. I even do the same thing with my children. Sometimes my kids say, "Mommy, I need a break to calm down first." No problem. Go ahead. Take your peace because I respect that as well. So work on your inner space, right? And protect your outer space. It is very important to take yourself away because we feel withdrawn for a reason. Sometimes we need to recharge. Sometimes we're exhausted or we're sleep deprived. And sometimes we just don't feel like being fucking bothered. And that is okay. That is okay. Do not feel the need to people please. We have to learn to get out of that. Please yourself first, everybody else last, because that's how we look at things anyway, from a point of view perspective. So y'all be sure to check out the rest because I left all of that information on my next episode of Magical AF Podcast. And that is it for Just My Love. Yeah.
All right. That was good, you guys. Always make sure that you are protecting your peace. That's super important for any and everybody. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into my love and So today's love and is love and be extraordinary. And there was a quote that I wanted to share with you all. I was just talking about it earlier. And it really, really means a lot to me, not only because I am a student of the craft of comedy, but just for life and building and doing things. This means a lot. So this quote comes from the late, great Robin Harris, you guys. And it says, by consciously deciding how you will live the rest of your life. You can create a life that is extraordinary. And so, my challenge to you all is to do just that. Be conscious of not only what you put out in the world, but what you expect to get back. Be conscious of how you build, who you surround yourself with, who you intend to grow with. Be conscious of the decisions that you make now. A lot of times people make decisions and they make them for the moment and never consider the impact in the next week, the next month, next year, what have you. But a lot of the decisions that you make now will definitely impact you later on in life. And if you would like to live a life that is extraordinary as opposed to just ordinary, you have to be conscious of these things. You have to be conscious of how you plan. You have to be conscious of your goal setting. You have to be conscious of how you acquire, what you require. It's so many things that can go into that. But I would just say to you all, now is the time to start to make that change. If you are living just the ordinary, stop, take a second, reevaluate this shit, and start making some choices to create your life to be extraordinary instead.
Yes. Can I add something really quick?
By
I
all
love what
means.
you, yeah, taking that step to do something extraordinary. It also means betting on yourself, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, betting on yourself and making sure that you're healed. Because if the work is not done, whether you have to hire a therapist, therapy is great. And that's all I wanted to say. That's it. Okay.
Yes, yes, very much so. And I know a lot of people who are heavy in the melanin don't necessarily believe or condone
We're not advocates
therapy.
for
They
therapy.
think that we don't need it. We don't, but the reality of it is a lot of us are just walking around trauma. We're just walking around traumatized. We're walking around dealing with the parents' trauma from the parents' trauma from the parents' trauma that's just been passed down generationally, and we still don't know how to cope. Um, so definitely, you guys tap into that.
Oh, okay. So we have some listeners online. They see they want us to tell some jokes, and then we have some other people trying to figure out how do we log in to actually view it live, right? So you can go to our YouTube page on Illustrate Radio, or you can go from the WEMS page because they want to interact and leave comments and ask questions too, and we appreciate that.
I
So
got a joke.
yeah, that's what I said. They said somebody said tell a joke, tell a
Listen,
joke.
listen.
It's
Don't
hump
be
day. So what
offended.
kind of joke
It's
you
gonna
got
be a
for us,
real
love doctor?
simple joke. Knock knock.
Who there?
A nigga.
A nigga who?
A nigga who ain't about to tell you no joke on you like that. I'm not about to do that. Whiny.
Yeah, a nigga who? I was like, oh, I thought she was about to say something else.
I don't know where
Is
she's
that my
going.
mic?
I
Is
was
that my
like,
mic? Is that my mic?
I am not on cue like that, but I
I
can
heard,
appreciate
is that my feedback?
your encouragement, okay, your enthusiasm. So you guys, we're gonna go ahead and slide into that bit that is. So, you guys, it's always something going on in the entertainment world, and we're going to try to keep you all up to date and chop it up about all of it. First things first, Young Dolph already resting, having you know that we lost him
Yes.
in November. Um, Tennessee politicians are sponsoring a bill to honor the Memphis artist with a day of service. After the death of rapper Young Dolph in November, politicians think that this would be a great way to create a day of service in his honor and inspire people to give back to the community the same way he did. If anybody is kind of familiar with Young Dolph and just his philanthropy, even more so than his rap. He is really, truly one of those rappers who put back into his community. He believed that if you sow that seed, that seed will grow and create something spectacular. If somebody needed 10 grand, 25 grand to get a business off the ground, he could show them how to shape and mold that. He would do that. He poured into the community in other ways as well. It's a lot of young dudes, a lot of young cats who they don't get that part. They don't see how the community then puts back in and how you can help everybody to grow. But Young Dolph definitely did, and he was a humble man. The bill proposes that the date that he was killed outside the cookie shop in Memphis on November 17th now be dedicated although it won't be a legitimate, of course, a legal holiday, but it will be a great way to continue his legacy. Um, you got block parties, school supplies, backpacks. He did so much. Um, Whenever we grow up, you guys, I hope we all could be a little bit more like Young Dolph. Lucky, is your mic is your mic on? No, Stiletto, are you on?
I'm on.
What do you think about this, Stiletto?
I can't hear everything you're saying. Like it's chipping out.
Mm-hmm.
I know Lucky's trying to fix her mic. It's coming out like you're super low right now.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We're going to try to get this technical difficulty figured out, you guys, and see if we can't get Lucky back on. In the meantime, we're going to move forward with the Spit That Ish. So, Kevin Hart and Charlemagne the God, you guys team up for a new original Audible program. Of course, you all know the comedian actor Kevin Hart and the media personality Charlemagne the God.
Hmm.
They are set to bring five new projects to the Audible platform in 2022. The newly created SBH Productions is the centerpiece of a global multi-year, multi-project deal. Okay, this is called Long Money. Okay, this is what
Okay.
this is. This is Long Money. Kudos to them, one, for teaming up, because individually as producers, they're powerhouses. A lot of people don't really, I guess, give Kevin Hart credit for as much stuff as he produced, but his name is on a lot of things, you guys. And Charlemagne, as far as media and radio, his name is on a lot of things. They cut a lot of checks. So this is definitely a black power move that'll be phenomenal. Um, I'm excited. So the head of production for SBH says that their inaugural project is going to be narrated by Erica Alexander, who I love, and it's called Finding Tamika. It will be released on March 3rd, 2022. So you
Hey,
all stay
hey,
tuned.
hey, T. Okay, so we might need to refresh the screen for a second as well because I just logged off and it wasn't my mic. Prophet said it might be your mic.
Okay, I'll come out.
All right. So again, like she was saying about Charlemagne the God, Charlemagne, and the fact that him and Kevin Hart are doing something. I think the actual did T get to name the name of the show? No.
Yeah, she named it.
Oh, Finding Tamika.
Find it to me. Yeah.
Yeah, Finding Tamika. So it's going to come out in March 3rd in 2022. That should be super dope. It's about a crime story that voices of her family and the principal figures. And even Tamika and beyond the grave. So this is going to be coming from a lot of different perspectives. You'll get to see the multiple stories, all the build up. I'm excited to see it because those are two kind of creative people. Well, I know Kevin Hart. I've seen his work. He's very creative in that. And I also know Charlemagne is a very educated person. We sleep on him a lot because he says some really stupid, flagrant shit sometimes. But for the most part, he's an awesome, awesome guy. So,
Mm.
talking about people who are pretty much just getting their name out there on everything. Okay. Antonio Antonio Brown named president. I actually thought this was I don't know why I thought it was Antonio Brown, but never mind. Antonio Brown named president of Donda Sports purchased a $2 million owner suite. Okay, at the Super Bowl. Now that must be nice to do something like that. I think that is super dope. So anyway, the 2022 Super Bowl will be held in California this year, which is also super clutch. The weather is going to be amazing out there. Everything should be dope. And Kanye has been working with the rapper on a new sports lifestyle. So we'll see how this goes. I think that I don't know if he did this for show or not, but yeah. I'm not.
Kanye West is crazy as hell. I don't
I
care
mean,
what anybody say.
he's crazy, but he's also a crazy genius. And sometimes, like the most intelligent person is
I agree
crazy.
with that. I
Just
agree with
like
that.
you know,
I just don't like the limelight of how or where he's putting his family, if that makes sense. So
all right. So I empathize and I sympathize with our men when it comes to certain things like this, especially mental health. And knowing that like women, we are nurturers, we're used to like just being able to kind of pick up the pieces and moving on because we've been forced to, in a sense. We force this independent thing. So it's like we try to live up to that like it's a badge of honor too as well. So doing so, we have developed the skills to move and push through and move on, right? Where men, they are hurt um and they tend to be in their feel. Yeah, I know. I know he's not a rapper, but Kanye is a rapper. So that's what I say. Anyway, Tony
Men
was
getting their
correcting me.
feelings after the fact, like after a woman has been through hell and high water and has fought and fought and fought and fought. Then it's like, okay, finally when the wheels fall off and you walk away, then it's like, then all of a sudden all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
Because I remember, not that I'm a big fan of the Kardashians, but I just know a narcissist, like he's just so controlling, like he just has to chill.
That's what I'm gonna say. Because situation
Okay, now Lucky, you're
so
breaking up a little bit.
I don't really know what to say about that. You know what I'm saying? But
I do. T, what you think? I know.
So
oh,
I had tapped out. I just tapped
in
back in.
other
Have no clue what
news,
you're
I
talking
want to
about.
talk about your president really quickly, and then we're gonna get into
Oh, Lord, have mercy. She said she want to talk about the president. I know Lucky feels a way about that. We were talking about, until she gets into it, we were talking about Kanye West, because she was saying, Kanye West is still a musical genius, and he's still a genius. He's crazy, but he's a genius. I'm just like, no, I think I'm turned off more of the limelight and where he's going with him and his family and the kids and that whole situation. I'm just really turned off with how he's dealing with it. But I'm just like, that's a typical man. Like, oh, now you're mad because she really did move on and she's good, she's chilling, and she living her best life. And now you don't know how to take it. And now you on the me, you're like, oh my kids, I need but she was trying. She was fighting for you. You left. You went, you moved to London, had another girlfriend, you did all of that before she moved on. People just not putting that out there. Like he's been dragging long time.
Right. Right.
And that's not fair. Like I just feel like there's so many men, and I went through it too. So I guess that's why I guess I'm so sensitive to that situation. Like when no wheels fall off, like I rode with you till every wheel was on their last, and then when the wheels fell off, and I decided to do me, then all of a sudden it's, oh, I want my family back. Oh, bitch, y'all, please, just that. And it's like, no, like what the hell?
But here's the thing, and maybe this is just me playing devil's advocate for just a second. I don't think that the obligation in being ride or die or whatever that case may be means till those wheels fall off. I don't
Yeah,
think it means that. I think it means that if this car broke down, I'm gonna get out. I might help you push. I might put the Joan in neutral, whatever. You get out and push. If we need to go to the gas station, I'll carry the empty container to the station. You're gonna carry the full one back. I think that you just run me into the ground until I can't take it no more. I think that that's just it's a crazy way of thinking. It's a crazy way of living. And I think that a lot of times when we hear this ride it out, whatever, it really just means the man can drag you till he can't no more.
no, he can't no more.
You just supposed to be down for it. No, no, don't hold me down. Hold me up.
Yeah,
Lift me
I'm
up.
just mad
I
how
don't
he's
want you hold
putting
me down. I don't want
the
you to
kids.
do that.
Like
Right. I think it's too much.
the
Um,
main focus should be co-parenting and making sure y'all kids is right. But I just hate how it's just looked at in the media. Like that's hurtful. I
so
can
then
only
we talk
imagine.
about how Antonio Brown bought this suite and said that this is for the kids.
Oh, she just said that too.
yeah. He said this
Okay.
is for the kid. I'm trying to figure out what kids is it for
Which
because I
kids are
started
you talking about.
This is for the kid. Are
He
you're not
had a
donating?
baby.
You're not inviting anybody to the suite. So like, I'm trying to figure out like why.
Oh, he's not inviting anybody.
I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
gonna be
I mean, I
people
don't.
there, but it's
It's gonna
mostly
be
gonna
people, be adults. And why would you want to have
Yeah.
kids around a bunch of adults drinking alcohol? The
At a
Super Bowl is lit.
party.
The Super Bowl is lit. It don't need to have no kids there unless you like, on the stage help. You don't even need to be there. Like, no. Too much going on, too much movement.
That's a fact.
Pause. But we were talking about Biden before I went out. So
I know you was waiting on this.
I know. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say too much because I said a lot online, and then I feel like they shadow banning my shit now. My fucking video only got 120 views because I think I had
You just got again. That's a good freeze picture, though.
It is cute. And I had to look over at it.
Anyway,
so you don't realize that you keep reading.
Yeah, wrong move. I don't see the benefit. I don't see the benefit in you grant. Oh, it is okay. I don't see the benefit.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Lucky?
You granting a $32 million grant, getting a $30 million grant for clean crack pipes, announcing it during quote unquote Black History period. Look, what is the point? Now I understand that. Get that. Put you in rehab.
Ew, look at that person's hands. Who got this picture?
First off, that is a real life crackhead right there. You understand me? That is a real life crackhead right there. And you can tell by the way his hands are swollen that it wasn't just crack. He dabbled in that heroin too. Like,
oh my gosh.
You guys, I'm going to go ahead and speak my piece about this before she chimes back in. If you're not familiar with the story, President Biden has now finalized $30 million program to give out crack pipes to drug addicts. This is supposed to help keeping drug users safe, which is said to hopefully limit infections among drug users. They did this kind of piggybacking off of COVID. And if you really do, read about it and see what he's saying, to piggyback crack use off of COVID, in my opinion, is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Me not sharing a crack pipe with you ain't gonna keep me from this airborne disease. But by all means, continue with the narrative. Also, what he's doing is adding meth to this $30 million plan. It was brought to my attention earlier that I don't know if it's the son or maybe his grandson has an issue with meth, what have you. But I'm going to just go ahead and say this is the wrong way to do it. And it's so much money. Loose change. $30 million in this country at this point is loose change. It's loose change just flying around here. And to see that people are hungry, to see that people don't have housing, to see that people don't have health insurance. It's people in Flint who don't have water. Still, to this day.
Y'all talking about
don't have water to drink. And your resolve is let's keep the crackheads safe.
Right.
Your resolve is let's spend $30 million.
So
that is beyond.
So I'm looking at the actual executive order. It's a 75-page document, and the program is called FY 2022 Harm Reduction Program Grant. Right? They have all the key data elements. They're laying out everything. And like T. Gray was saying, I need for y'all to put this much effort into all of the other issues that we have. I know you can't cure world hunger with $32 million, but y'all could have cleared some student loans.
Could have cleared some student loans.
I'm just fucking.
You could give the people in Flint some water.
You could get some water.
Need to live.
Damn, Biden, where the check at? Where the check at? You could have gave that to the people. You over here talking about.
It's people who have health insurance, and I'm gonna just jump on this for a second because I'm literally in this situation. I work a job, okay? I have health insurance, okay? My health insurance won't cover certain shit that I actually need. Yet, if I was a crackhead, the government gonna give me a pipe? That's
to smoke.
that's what
Yeah,
you
but not
want me
even
to
to
tell
say we're
them
going to put.
disparities.
They didn't even treat. I'm sorry. They didn't even. Yeah, I'm just.
Somebody call Joe
They didn't
and
even
tell
treat
him to
this
get his
situation like the
ass.
opioid situation where they offered rehabilitation and, like I
No,
said,
that
job
this
placement. They didn't
this
do any
isn't
of that.
rehab.
They
This
didn't
is
do
to make
any of
sure
that.
you don't get sick while you smoke crack, so you can continue to smoke
To smoke
crack.
crack, like
So then,
no.
as
That's
you kill
bogus.
yourselves, as you die, we as the government can say that we did our part.
And no,
We
and we
did
can
our
also count
part.
the numbers. Hold on, wait. That's
Yeah,
the
we
thing.
did our part. We
If this
helped.
is
We made sure your pipe was clean and fresh.
and
We did our part.
let's just be serious. He's going to add meth in there to try to make it better on my grandson. Bullshit. Because at first it was just about the crack, and at the end of the day, who does that target the most? People of hue. Okay,
And do
so
you understand? They
so they
use the
just want the
term
numbers. They
racial
just want to kill the
equity.
numbers off even more. They're doing it in the air. They're doing it with. By no means, this is not any idea. Views of Illustrate Radio or WBMS, but they just try and figure out a way to depopularize the nation. So it's okay.
Right. They use
Population
the
control. It's
word
okay. The gangsters here
racial
too.
equity. Now, what I don't understand is how does providing crack pipes to people encourage racial equity? Who are they now equal with? Is one crackhead now equal with the other crackhead? Like, was there a great divide among the crackheads that nobody knew about? Were the crackheads fighting amongst themselves? Well,
Let's try not to laugh.
I just don't, because
This
that's the
this
term that's
shit.
being thrown around as racial equity. Is there so much segregation among crackheads that you got to put $30 million to back it? Is it really like that? I mean, if you're a crackhead now and you're watching, talk to me.
You won't have to wait until.
Call in, type in. Is there that much racial issues among you all that $30 million in pipes is going to fix it? If it's that big, will it ever fix it? Is this your reparations? Is this your 40 acres and a mule? I don't know. But if it is, Joe Biden, it was a better way. It
Yeah,
was a
Joe
better
Biden.
way.
I'm sorry.
Joe Biden called me. It's a better way. Okay? It's a better way.
Right. They just look ashy, but they not
I'm
ashy.
sorry. We don't roll all the way into stilettos mix. We're gonna
Sorry.
let the
The guest
girl.
is in.
Yes, we're gonna let the girl get her couple minutes
Oh,
in, and then we're gonna jump right into
oh,
our
you want me to
guest,
spill?
you guys. We have a fantastic guest in the building, Gina
Yes, we
Fletcher.
do.
Phenomenal voice, phenomenal human, one of my favorite people. Daughter of the late great soul singer R&B, Sam Fletcher. She's going to come in, share her story with us, let us know what her journey has been, and let us tap into this beautiful voice that she has and everything that she has going on coming up. So you guys stay tuned. We're going to let Stiletto get her mix in, and we'll be right back.
Right back.
Hey, DJ. Hey, Stiletto.
Burned by the fire. My love is blind, can't you see my desire? That's the way love goes. What would you do to get to me? What would you say to have your way? Would you give up or try again? If I hesitate to let you in, now would you be yourself or play a role? Tell all the boys I'll keep it low. If I say no, would you turn away or play me off? Or would you stay? Oh, but you don't succeed. Oh, He's my property, and any girl that does, I might follow her, 'cause who are you to call myself? Oh, I can wish you well, 'cause any girl that tries as well. Girls that from the front to back, what is you feeling that? Put one hand up, can you repeat that? Tryna take my man, see I don't need that. Don't play yourself. Girls that from the front to back, what is you feeling that? Put one hand up, can you repeat that?
All right, y'all, we gonna get into it because you know we got our guests, so I ain't gonna hold y'all.
I don't know what to do.
Little throwback vibes.
But I gotta be a woman. I gotta hold you. Think I saw your baby number.
I swear this album is crazy. You out dance with us. Yeah, blah. Peace. Hey, I swear this album is crazy. You out dance with us. Get your lean on, shawty, bring it back. Go get your lean on, shawty, bring it back. Hey, get your lean on, shawty, bring it back.
Bring it back.
Get your lean on, shawty, bring it back. Come on. It was nice to know you.
Shout out, ladies. I'm gonna keep it real simple. Yeah. We
We in here. Welcome to you guys to Illustrate Radio. Our guest is in the building. We're going to go ahead and bring her in. Miss Gina Fletcher, come on in.
Yay, welcome.
Hey.
Hey.
I can't see you. Wait a minute.
I know that's right. How you doing? Welcome.
Am I able to smoke on this thing?
By
Go
all
on, go
means.
on your ganja now. You're good.
Look, by all means. Enjoy yourself. How you doing? Thank you for joining us here on Illustrate Radio. Gina is absolutely amazing. I'm blessed to call her a friend of mine. Has a fantastic voice, has an amazing story. I thought it was so apropos to share it here because this is what we do. We do music, we do entertainment, and she is everybody's favorite auntie. Gina, tell us a little bit about your musical background and what you're going to do with that amazing voice coming in 2022.
Well, first I gotta spank you a little bit, son, because you were talking about crackheads. You know, I haven't smoked crack in 30 years, but I was a crackhead. But I was a nice crackhead for real. What I'm saying is that you were talking about this harm reduction. If I can just for a minute talk about that.
Okay, let's get into it.
I'm a retired social worker, substance abuse, KSAC certified from Brooklyn, New York. Okay. I also, before that, was a prostitute crackhead. Before that, a church girl, of the whole nine. But I'm going to talk about that real quick. Harm reduction was intended to be during the opioid crisis, where we handed out actual kits so you can shoot dope safely and effectively. Mm-hmm. At that time, I was part of a 12-step fellowship called NA, Narcotics Anonymous. And we didn't believe in harm reduction. We believe you stop, don't touch it no more. Am I allowed to use colorful language on this thing?
Yeah, sure. Uh-huh.
So we would say, fuck that. We're gonna give these people their shit so they don't have to infect other people, because the virus, I'm 61 years old. So AIDS was really, really big. 80s, so harm reduction was big, right? But then this notion of, and you kind of play with it lightly because you're comedic anyway, T. Gray. But unfortunately, I have to say this. Unfortunately, crack lets a person feel like everything is okay. And they will share pipes. Mm-hmm. Pipes are shared in crack houses. Pipes are shared in trap houses. Pipes are shared in penthouses. You feel me?
Yeah, it's right.
Uh-huh. So on one hand, non-political, just health-wise, what they're trying to do is say, listen, give everybody their own crack pipe, because white folks are now getting fucked up. So we have to put this in play. Mm-hmm. However, politically, they're trying to maintain a certain drug population to live. So anyway,
Right.
I had to say
Right.
that.
I mean, so what do you think about them piggybacking this off of COVID? Because that was the I guess how the thought process or how
They
they
did the
kind of
same thing how they did with the
maneuvered
new.
it through the government and using the term racial equity. Like, do you think that this creates any level of racial equity when it comes to providing crack pipes?
Now, do you understand that the crack pipe is a smokescreen? This is
Yeah.
institutionalized racism.
Yeah.
Racism, simple. That's all it is. It's a
I love
keep. It's a whole thing. But I don't want to do topics because I got so much in my life. But this is racism completely, and so it makes me very passionate about what I'm doing. That's why I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because
Mhm.
I come from a lot of pain. You feel me? My father was an amazing singer, Sam Fletcher. He met my mother in the church. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, Church of God in Christ in Brooklyn. And being raised there, my father met my mother there. They got married. And then my father got a record deal when I was about 2. I was born in 1960. I'm 61. And Scorpio, let me say that. And so my father got a record deal and became very, very popular and toured with a lot of people, lived in View Park in California, Los Angeles, and started shooting heroin, started shooting dope with several people that if I named them, y'all would know. Several people. A lot are still living. But my father, with his Capricorn arrogance and his ability to say, I don't give a fuck. He continued using. So he lost a record deal, had 2 great albums, amazing singer. Nat King Cole said my father was his favorite singer. That's how bad my father was.
Wow.
But he fucked up, And so that led to when I was 11, we were living on Chesley Avenue in Los Angeles. And my father came home from doing a set at a club called Marlo's Memory Lane in California right now, right? That was his main spot. And then the Casbah and the Page 4, right, all in California. And he came home and smacked my mother, right? Never hit her before. He was high. My mother didn't take no shit like that.
Right.
My mother sent us to a friend's house down the street. I was going to be 12. It was 72 Olympics. I'll never forget September. And I'm the oldest of 6 children. My mother sent us down to a friend's house, a woman named Vashti, and she took some bleach and ammonia and mixed it together. My father went to sleep. She dropped it in 3 different rooms in the house and set the house afire. This is record, all kind of shit. And they sent us back to Brooklyn. Once I got to Brooklyn, I became very active in church. That was my comfort, my solace, sanctified church, which led me to crack. I need to say that. Religion led me to crack. That's a whole different story. But I became very active in church. And because I could sing, I was utilized. I was a tool to be utilized, and also helped me to survive missing my mother and father who were in California, who were, my father was still getting high. My mother was drinking alcohol. I would pick her up off the ground several times. So it was hard being the oldest child, because the oldest child takes on responsibility. The oldest child becomes what they call the parentified child.
Right.
Which leads us to choose usually partners that we want to take care of, because we always see great potential. You know what I mean? And being a caregiver, I took jobs that was caregiving. I became very active in social work with men in the shelter and all that. But then once I got married to a preacher. This nigga is he's the bishop right now in Long Island, right to this day, right now. And I got married because I wanted a husband. I wanted a family so bad. I could sing. This nigga could play the organ. He's a bad motherfucker, though. I got to say that. And we were going to evangelize the world. We were going to evangelize the world.
I love it. Love your energy already. Oh my God.
Listen, pain led me to this, my nigga. But listen, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you. This is just who I am. She knows I'm like this 5 o'clock in the morning when I call her. So, as a matter of fact, what's your name, beautiful? What's your name?
Oh, my name is Lucky, and that's DJ Stiletto.
Lucky. What's your sign? You're a Virgo? What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini. So when you said Capricorn, I was trying to tap in because Capricorn on my moon sign.
You're a Gemini. And what's your sign, Stiletto?
I am a Taurus.
Wow. It's so nice to meet you all. So I digress. So
what's your sign? Hold on, wait. Oh, you
Huh?
gotta tell us your side. You can't just ask our side.
He's a Scorpio.
Yeah, she's a
Oh,
Scorpio.
She did say that. She said Scorpio. Okay. No, that's why. I see why you digressed. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
I have to because there's so much going on, so much energy right now, and it
I
feels
love
good.
it.
It feels good.
Feels good.
And my
It
mother
does.
just lost her fucking phone. I'm so angry at my mother right now. I can't even tell you. But okay, so okay, so this preacher that I wanted to die for. You hear me? I
We can
wanted
hear
to
you.
die for this man because I thought the Holy Ghost had sent him to me. Everybody said that the Lord sent him to me. We were gonna turn the world upside down. This amazing couple, and this motherfucker. I allowed him to hit me before we got married. My self-esteem was so low that I allowed a lot of shit. And I was in the church. I was a second lady. His mother was the first lady. It was sick, and that led me to lose such faith in myself that I lost myself. So crack became the best thing. And unfortunately, like I said, cocaine anesthetizes emotions. You can't feel anything, but you have to stay high all the time to stay in that ionosphere. You feel me? So for 2 years, every day, I quit my job. I've always had good jobs by the grace of God because I could talk and I was smart and went to school, all that shit. But it didn't stop that spiritual bottom I hit. You feel me? All the education don't mean nothing if I don't have a spiritual base, right? So I wound up, and the way I could only get crack was I thought that my body and a man and some money went together. There was no way I was going to steal shit. I wasn't boosting. That was too hard for me. Easiest way was to get a man, lie, con, scheme, trick, sell pussy, suck his dick, whatever. I'm gonna do whatever I have to do. So prostitution was the way I got money every day for 2 years. And in that came degradation, came self-hatred, came the rapes, came the horrible, horrific whole syndrome of self-hatred, which manifests itself in the form of prostitution and drugs. But I got pregnant while I was smoking crack. And unfortunately, I don't know who his father is right now, right? I'm going to do a DNA thing. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
And my son, fucking amazing. I mean, just amazing. So I was out July 5th, 1992. My son was 2 years old, and I had a son, and I said, God, yo, I'm tired. I was laying on the grass in front of Our Lady Mercy Hospital in the Bronx, July 4th, 1992. And I said, God, yo, I'm tired of this shit. Because it was a never ending. Find a trick, provide a service, get some money, go buy the crack and smoke it. Find a trick, provide the service. No, get the money and then provide the service and go find the crack and get high. Because I didn't want to feel. Because I had been with this man who I thought was going to change my world around. He wound up doing some fuck shit. And I lost my mind. I didn't go to God. I went to crack because I didn't trust God with my heart. I trusted this man with my heart, which I never should do anyway. No human being deserves that space.
Right.
You feel me? So once I got tired, I got clean. And my son, I got him back like within 2 months. And let me tell you something. People think one of the reasons why I just applaud comedians and why I support T. Gray and a lot of people who have the courage to get up and stand up and make people laugh, because I think it takes skill. When I talk, people laugh, because I guess I'm humorous, whatever. But my story is like, I have to laugh because it was so painful. You feel me? It was so ugly. And the fact that I made it through at 61 years old, able to love men and I have a special place in my heart for men. Special. Knowing that I raised a black man, knowing that I've had some good men in my life who are my friends, who don't want to fuck me, surprisingly. How could that be? But, in my mind, I thought everybody wanted to fuck me. That's how narcissistic I was. You feel me? So the ability to now listen to my father's music. And let me tell you what happened. I have some friends who are in the industry, and I stopped listening to my father's music because I was mad at him. I realized that just like a few months ago, and he's been dead since 1987. But I was talking to this comedian a guy named Donnell. He's like a brother now, right? And he was talking to me on live, and one day me and my mother in the house, and we just look at his live, and he's playing my father's song. Am I right, T? Were
Yes.
you there? Play
Yes.
my father's music. My mother said, "Who is that?" And my mother starts crying because to this day, my father married another bitch, and my mother still is in
Love
love with this
him.
nigga.
Yeah.
Still,
So let me ask you really quickly
yes, baby.
about your
I can go
music.
with her.
It's okay. Now, let me ask you about your music and about what you're doing with your voice because your voice touches so many people, even if it is through the lives or through the shows that you do or what have you, and you have your own sound, you write your own songs. Tell us about how important it is because I know coming up you're doing something very special with your voice and your music and then also with your dad's. Tell us how important it is to share your message through your music and what it means to you to be able to do something that's going to also combine your father's work.
Well, what, like I said, I didn't realize that I was mad at my father. I didn't realize. I let him off the hook and blame my mother. You feel me? I didn't
Mhm.
realize that my daddy let me down and disappointed me because of drug addiction, because of self, or whatever it was. But then he had a talent and a gift that I really minimized. I minimized it because I was angry. I was a little girl who was angry at her father for not taking me, for not, because it was six of us, and we could have been, and almost all of us sing, four of us sing. So imagine what we would have done had he stayed with us. And I still to this day, shit. I still,
Oh.
I still to this day wish that he would have done it different. You feel me?
Yes.
And so what I'm doing is some people believe that I have talent and at 61 years old, and I'm gonna say this too. Anybody that's
Hold up.
younger
Wait,
than
wait,
me,
wait, wait, wait. Pause. I'm sorry, beautiful. You said 61?
I'll be
You look
62 this year.
you look amazing.
Thank
And
you. So do you, beautiful. But I want to say
yes.
something. If
I'm
there's
sorry.
anybody who's younger than me or half my age, and you have a gift to sing, to write, to dance, to produce, to cook, to fuck, whatever you can do, please do it. Don't wait till you. I know some people say, I'm going to go to college. Fuck college. If you have a gift, fuck college. If you have a gift and you want to bank on your gift, do it. Because here I am, 61 years old now, and I'm singing my ass out every day, everywhere I can, because it's in me. I can't run from it. So there are
Mhm.
people who believe in me still. Because I
Mhm.
thought at 55, I said, damn, I'm senior citizen now. Nobody would hear me saying, and I'm not a size 5, I'm like a size 12, and I got a big butt, and I got a chicken neck, and I got dentures, and don't nobody would hear my old ass. And God, motherfucking God said it's not over. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
God said it's not over.
Mm-hmm.
It's not over. No
You
matter
have
what size
a
I get,
testimony. You
no
have
matter
a
how old I get.
testimony.
Yeah, you have a
I don't think
testimony.
you
You have a
know how
story.
many people you can
You
just
can
by your
touch.
story alone. This last
S-
20 minutes,
So
I just
I'm having a
me.
hot flash. I'm
I'm
sorry.
we
I'm emotional.
yeah, we have some listeners online too that can recognize your pain with growing up in the church as well
Mm.
and being so close to that and also with the pressures as well. So um your story is already touching
Your
people.
story
I
need to
think
be told, right?
oh yeah, it needs to be
Well, the
told.
church, honey,
Oh,
I have a
oh,
whole thing about the church. My book is going to be called Religion Led Me to Crack. Wait till I tell that story
I
about the church.
cannot wait. Let me tell you
Baby,
something. I I
shut up.
I okay. I will be one of the first people to purchase that book. We have somebody saying that's a lie. They want to hear you. So you're hearing it from people online right now saying that they want to hear you. They want to hear you. So you gonna let us hear you? You gonna sing something for us? Are we gonna get like a
Please,
little
please, please,
please?
please. Just,
Because they've
just
been asked
look, look,
as soon as you
Gina.
as
Don't give
soon as
them
you
too
came
much because
on,
they
Oh
can't
my
handle the full
God.
yeah, as
spectrum.
soon as you came on, they was like, "Can you sing something? Can you sing something?"
Yes, yes.
So
Go
let me
and get
end
Okay,
it.
hold
Gina
on,
that
ladies. I'm
voice.
having a hot flash. Hold on.
All
I'm
right,
going through
calm down. We're gonna let
menopause.
you calm down. But at the end of the day, this is like someone said, this is
And
your
of course,
story.
I'm drinking some Jack
How
Daniels.
we see you. How lovely says, this is your story, and don't let anyone judge you. That's my
Right.
family
Amen.
actually. So that's a beautiful
Amen.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
So
Religion
one
chased me
thing,
out too, but That's what she
It does
said.
happen. It definitely does happen. But one thing that, if you all don't follow Gina, make sure that you do before we leave here at Auntie Gina Sings 1960. So, one thing that I appreciate about Gina is how she uses her voice in such a way that it is very, very healing. And I know sometimes we all listen to music and it resonates us and it moves us and it what have you. Um, I would say that her voice heals because personally I've experienced it. It's brought me out of things before when we talk. I've seen how on her lives, how everybody is so connected and everybody's so drawn to her. And that initial draw, that initial connection is her voice and how she pulls you in. And then what she pulls out of you with her voice. Definitely a gift, definitely something that you don't see, that you don't come across every day. And I thought it was important for the people to see how real this gift is, for people to feel what I feel sometimes. It's allow her to move into this mode of auntie. You know what I mean? Besides her voice, her being probably the realest chick you ever gonna come across in your life.
No, don't say that.
You are one of the realest. You talking about?
Nah,
You one of the realest.
But it's a whole lot of people that's real. You know, there's a lot of people.
It's a
it's a
lot,
lot of
but
people that are also
sometimes
real
it's some
delusional.
bull with it.
So
You know what
yeah,
I mean? Some people can be real, but they're not gonna call you on your shit when it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just do it differently. And I think that people love you and respect you and use that term auntie, use that term of endearment because you do create a welcoming space. You do create a space for
a
people
safe
to be able to
space.
learn from you, right? To not only learn from your story, but to heal through from your voice or to grow. Like you just really you give a lot through your voice. I don't always tell you that, but you do.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Damn, that's enough.
Look,
That's enough.
look,
I'll
because
sing
I'm over
now.
here like, come,
I'll sing
please
now. I'll
sing,
sing now.
please. You know, I know you're gonna bring me to my knees in another way. Go ahead.
That sounded very sexual, right then. Being okay.
See what she
I
said?
don't be pussy,
Real.
but I'm just saying.
That's
I don't
the
be
real
pussy.
shit. Because I was like, as I said it, I was like, oh shit, cat, my bad. Go ahead.
She could be a good publicist. Her, um, alone in a room. It's me and you. I feel so lost, 'cause I don't know what to do. Now, what if I choose the wrong thing to do? I'm so afraid of disappointing you. So I need to talk to you and ask you for your guidance, especially this day when my life is so cloudy. Lord, guide me until I'm sure. That's why I open up my heart. Oh, yes, I do. So show me how to do things your way. Don't let me make the same mistakes over and over again. Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
It's
love you.
always that.
I love you. Baby, I love you. I do more than you ever know. You know what? It's for sure. You can always count on my love forevermore. I need you. Ah, such good energy, y'all.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I gotta get my face together because so we need some music or something because
Wow, that was the music.
that was no,
Yes,
that
yes.
wasn't music. No, that wasn't
When
no, no,
we're
it was it
together, say I'm all right and you're all right. It's like paradise. And I just want you to know how I feel.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Pull it up back. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Your
Yeah.
energy
So,
is beautiful. You have you
I love
when she
it.
said what it draws out of you. Yeah, I
mhm.
felt like I was resonating. Like it was resonating. I'm trying to fight the tears, and I'm like, just keep your face. Fix your
Let her
face.
need on,
So
Shanae.
I have a question now at 61, and you've had this dream, you've had this passion. What is your vision going forward for your music? What do you want to see? What you want to be the end all be all?
I want the world to hear my father. I'm preparing to do a one woman show. Some people believe in the story and my father's music and my story and how we segue to now. My brother, Ira Levi, a gay man who died 3 years ago from, he didn't die from the virus, he died from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And a couple of the songs I'm going to do, I can't even listen to them yet, not yet, because I still very painful.
Yeah.
But his music, I want him to be heard. And I really, really want to talk to sisters about how to appreciate men. If
Mm.
you're straight, if you're gay, I don't know how. I don't do pussy, but if you're a straight woman and you like men, I really like to teach women how to treat men with love and kindness and let go of that anger that we
That
have towards
anger, that
brothers.
and yeah,
Mhm.
that has. You know what? I love your spirit. I really do love your spirit because I swear I preach that on a regular basis. Like I think you're my kindred spirit. So yes,
How old are you? How old are
really.
you? About 32? 35?
And I'm 36. I'll be 37 this year. Actually, I'm proud of that
Oh,
because I look younger than what I am. So
yes, you
Okay.
do. You do. You do.
Okay.
It's so nice to meet you. What do you do for a
right.
living?
So I work for Fort Meade, in DPW. I'm a real property specialist, but I also do this, and I'm a health advocate as well. So yes,
Oh, okay.
and I hold on, wait. And when I saw that you were a cannabis enthusiast, that really got me excited because so am I. So I have an infused detox water company that kind of has been on pause, but we're gonna relaunch this summer. Just know that Cincy Sweet is coming back in full effect. Okay, you might just catch us at your nearest restaurants because you might not be able to get access to me no more. Okay, sorry about that.
Girl, I
But
got it.
anyway,
Check it out. I wrote a song because I call my weed God collard greens. I call it God's collard
God,
greens.
God's college.
Right?
Hey!
Okay, listen, listen. I wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here we go.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, all right.
God's collard greens, chronic grass or weed. I call it God's collard greens. Well, I don't need no medicine, cause I smoke this weed. We call it God's collard greens. Oh, God's, come on, and listen, DJ, you should get a beat to this.
God's
So we can make
college
this a
green. You can call it.
stiletto, we can get a beat.
We need a beat. Drop the beat. God's
Drop the
collard
God's
beat,
collard
Celeste.
greens.
greens. I don't need no medicine, cause I smoke this weed. We call it God's collard green. Oh,
I know
Yeah.
that's right.
Boom.
And you know what? I want to strand the weed called God's collard. I want to strand the weed. I do.
It's coming. It's coming. Once you put it
Yeah.
out there, it's gonna happen. It's
Yes,
gonna
for
happen.
sure.
T
I'm a
Gray,
smoker.
listen,
I'm a
T
smoker.
Gray, I
I'm
want to
telling you
thank
that right
you.
now. I want a tray 5 on the strength.
Look, still
T Gray,
forward. I'll pull up to the pull
Yes,
up. It's
yes,
you.
ma'am.
I
Yes,
want to, I
ma'am.
want to, the great thing I love about fucking with you is that, you really do appreciate women's talents and gifts.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, society, this capitalistic European culture has taught us to dislike other sisters, and we
Mhm.
compare with colorism, with all that kind of shit, with size, with who got the biggest titties, and we get dressed for each other. We look at each other, and the sister love is something that once you get a sister who really has your back, you got a friend for life. So I'm gonna thank you for always showcasing women. Always,
Most definitely. Most
I'm telling
definitely.
you,
Thank you for pouring into me. I appreciate it.
it's the
And
bomb. You the
more
bomb.
you know.
Someone said they call it God's gifts because he knew that we needed God's collard greens. He knew we needed that. So
Yeah.
it's
We
God's
did.
gift. It's God's gift.
God's
But
gift to
yeah,
the world. Yes.
but yeah, thank you for being on
We
the
all
show.
gonna get godly soon as this show go on.
Hold on, wait, look, you already know. Look, that's all
Amen.
whole time. That's all I'm thinking about.
Amen.
Missing, you know what? My God's collard greens and how the garage. You see how that rhyme?
Amen.
Shoot.
Yes,
I
amen.
need that GCG, God Collars Greens, in the garage. Okay. All right.
Thank you, ladies, so
It
much.
was it was a
Oh,
pleasure
thank you
having you
so much.
It
on.
was a
I hope,
pleasure.
I
Thank
hope,
you.
yeah, I hope
Thank
that
you,
we actually
Stiletto.
get to
You're
we get to
welcome.
run
Thank
into
you.
each other, hopefully at one of T's shows or something like that.
No, no,
Yeah.
no.
I love
Listen, are you on Instagram?
yes, I'm gonna follow you on Instagram. I think I already did
No, no,
Yeah,
you
follow
ain't
you
got
I'm
to
gonna
too.
follow
follow
me.
you.
You don't have. I mean, it's okay, but I want to interview you.
Okay, that'll be
I want to have
dope.
a conversation with you, ladies, on my Instagram on live. Can you do
Oh,
that?
we can, yeah, we can
Yeah,
join you on live. We would
absolutely.
Now
definitely.
listen, now
That'll be
listen. Don't
fun.
commit now because people commit and
Nah,
then
nah,
they say
nah, nah.
they
No,
forget about you.
No,
No,
as
we
a
we
gonna
hold,
do
team,
it.
we
we
keep
We
our
hold,
word.
we keep our word on this show.
we
So
We
gonna
you
do
don't
keep
have
it.
to
our
do.
word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we keep
we
our word on this
definitely,
show. Especially
definitely.
like we're gonna have you back on or anything like that. We definitely, or we gonna show up and pull up to your set. We definitely keep our word. We
Now I know that
travel.
Taurus. Now I know Taurus keep their word, but Gemini's change their mind so much.
Hold up, wait. We do change our minds. Yo,
Very,
shut up,
no,
shut
very
up.
good.
Forget both of y'all.
Talk
Y'all,
about it.
she's right. Hold on, wait, she's right. But at the end of the day, when you have two people that hold you accountable, everybody else show up is gonna look weird when you don't. So if I need
Right.
I need
That's true
accountability. You know
too.
what I'm saying? I need accountability. So I show
I
up for
look
the team
forward
because
to
the
it.
team shows up for me.
Yes,
So and
yes,
we all,
most
and even if I
definitely.
can't, even if we one of us can't make it, we all pull the weight for the next one anyway. So we work as a
But
Indeed.
T
team to
Gray,
get
Indeed.
it.
listen,
Team
listen,
effort.
T Gray, I gotta use the bathroom, okay?
Yes,
Yo, me love how
yes.
you sit. Go out go there, mix
I gotta go.
that. Yo,
I love you.
bye.
Thank you,
Mwah.
Pastor.
Have a
Love
good
you.
one. Yo, I love her energy. She's
One of
lit.
the best
Yes.
guests we have had handsome.
Yes,
But I
yes.
thought she would be great for you guys. We haven't had a Women Crush Wednesday in a
And
minute.
yeah, we
Um,
haven't.
you all make sure though that you follow her because when I say that her spirit resonates, she talks to Bloods and Crips on Thursdays for Gang Thursdays. Once a week she has Zab Judah on. If you just go through her page and kind of see what she's doing and see how she's moving, what she's about to make happen with her voice and with her one woman show is going to be something phenomenal. So you all make sure that you just tap in and just stay tuned because what's to come for her in 2022. I'm so excited for her. So it's a lot that she can't say, can't talk about, and I'm excited for those things too. So super great
Yeah,
person.
so I'm assuming we gonna
All of
have
her.
her back on because if she doing a lot, we gotta be premiering that. We
It's
gotta
coming.
showcase that. Yeah, so it's
It's
coming. When it
coming.
come, I'm sure you gonna let us
Mhm.
know. Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Stiletto, are you going to? Well, first, let me make sure y'all know where y'all can find everyone. Magical AF Podcast. That is my dope ass, fire ass co host who always has the most unique, radiating guests ever. I swear you do. You be knowing how to pull
That
them,
was
girl.
amazing. She did.
That was
I'm
a
ready for
really like,
her book
I
or
don't
her
be like
show.
this. I say I am happy, but like her spirit was really, I really connected with that. Second person to make me cry on the show. I love it.
Oh,
I'm
Yes,
ready. I'm ready for her show. Like all she has to
it's
give.
gonna
Like
get. Yeah,
that.
I'm ready. I'm ready. So T Gray, what you got going on? Where can they find you? All that good stuff, you know.
you guys can find me at Sex Talk with T Gray or www.sextalkwithtgray. Uh, every Friday, you guys want to get these laughs, go to Taste the Caribbean in Capitol Heights, Maryland, 505 Hampton Park Boulevard.
Oh,
Next
my baby
week,
know
I'm
that
gonna go ahead and
address.
give y'all a little sneak peek from the R&B group Men at Large. Singer Dave Tolliver is going to be on our show, you guys. He has new music. It's reigniting the Men at Large flame. I'm excited for him. His new album has damn near everybody on it. So we're going to chop it up with him next week on Illustrate Radio. He's also going to come through Sex Talk with T Gray. We're going to have a lot of fun. So you all stay tuned to everything that's going on and coming out.
That's so dope. And where y'all can check it out at is WEMS Radio. You can also check us out on Illustrate Radio on YouTube, 7 on demand on your Roku TV. We are there on loop and repeat. So you can't say that you missed it because you can catch it back the following week or right away online. Yay! So go ahead, DJ Stiletto. Give us your info. Tell us what you got going on this
So
week. Oh, I'm excited to see you showcase Friday. Yay!
this week is All-Star Weekend.
Yes.
So big up my two friends, Tyrone King Stash Jones and El Presidente. We also call him Prezi. We have our full black going on Friday.
Red and
And
white.
we also have our red and white going on Saturday. Those are like two of the biggest dances in our scene. That's a big thing. So I'm full support of them and helping them and whatever they need from me. Also, I have 2 mixes coming out. I'm trying to finish them in the midst of all the chaos going on within the next couple of days. But they will be dropping for Valentine's Day. Some will be for the lovers and some will be for the not so lovers. And my last song, I'm not gonna do a mix because we're well over time, so I know we're probably gonna get cussed. Hey Tony. I'm going to shout this out to my dad. Today is his anniversary, his death anniversary. This is the day that he did pass. Granted, there are a lot of people that have birthdays today too. Yeah, this is the day that he passed. So I'm gonna go out with a song that was like our song. So yeah.
Rest in peace to your dad.
I know.
We love you.
Yeah.
We love you.
I feel his presence somewhere. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you, ladies. I think it was an amazing show. So I know somebody asked for her IG.
Her Instagram, yeah.
Her Instagram
is at Auntie Gina Sings 1960, and Auntie is AUNTY. So Auntie Gina Sings 1960. She didn't had to do her page 3-4 times because people keep hacking her. That's how you know you made it. So you guys make sure you hop over there and definitely follow her, tune in, chime in, support her lives as she does, support her music. Y'all just wait. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all just wait. Don't believe is why.
I'm here for it. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Night. It's my daddy, so y'all know this is it to me. But we ain't gonna play it too long, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to Illustrate Radio. I'm DJ Stiletto. We'll see you next Wednesday, each and every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's Illustrate WS on all platforms. Peace and blessings. Good night.
I was born by the river.